Hi students. Today I want to explain about the remaining properties, remaining preparation methods of ethers. Here in the ethers preparation methods, the further intramolecular Williamson synthesis. Intramolecular Williamson synthesis means within the molecule, the Williamson synthesis. Here we are taking chlorine, and here we are taking a sodium alkoxide group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms are present, and in this method, this one terminal is having chlorine atom, another terminal is having sodium atom, and so this chlorine atom and sodium atom. So this is removed, and then minus NaCl. So here how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. So we are having 5 carbon atoms. And here what is the sixth one? Oxygen atom is present. Here oxygen atom, and we are getting this cyclic ether. This type is called as intramolecular Williamson synthesis. Okay. Next, from alkenes and alcohol, from alkenes and alcohols. So here from alkenes and alcohols, first one, suppose I am taking RCH double bond CH2, and here we are taking alcohol ROH, or here suppose we are taking directly CH3 group. This is a CH3 group, methyl group. Then alcohol is reacting in the presence of an acid. H plus or H2SO4 is taken in the presence of acid. Then in this RO minus and H plus is present, and this is an unsymmetrical alkane. To this unsymmetrical alkane, this is called as a propene. To the propene, we are adding the alcohol, and here this is having RO minus, negative part is added to less number of hydrogen containing carbon. Here this is added to less number of hydrogen containing carbon, and H plus is added to more number of hydrogen containing carbon. Then what is formed here is CH3, CHOR, and CH3 is formed. This is called as 2-alkoxypropane. Whatever it may be, 2-alkoxy. This is called as 2-alkoxypropane. That is the ether formed. And if the mechanism is taken for this reaction, here first CH3, CH double bond CH2 reacts with H plus. H plus is added to this carbon atom. This is added to this carbon atom, and then this pair of electrons are shifting onto this. So we are getting CH3, CH plus, and CH3. This is a secondary carbocation. Secondary carbocation, which is stable than the primary carbocation. And this furtherly reacts with ROH, and then it is forming CH3, CH, and here O is added. Alkoxy group, that is oxygen, is added on this, and then here it is having R, and here it is H, and this is having a positive charge because it has one lone pair only. It has two lone pair, and here one lone pair, second lone pair is in bonding, and this is having CH3 group. And now in the next step what happens is this hydrogen atom is shifting, means this gives the pair of electrons to this oxygen, and so it is released as minus H plus. Proton is released, and so we are getting CH3, CH, and OR and CH3. That is same as 2-alkoxypropane. Okay, so this is a carbocation formation is occurring. Please remember, carbocation formation is occurring in this reaction. So it is a carbocation. Whenever carbocation formation is possible, there is a chance for rearrangement. Okay, and what type of addition is this means? It is a Markovnikov addition. Markovnikov Markovnikov addition process. It is a Markovnikov addition process. And via carbocation formation, the reaction is occurring. So, rearrangement reactions. Please remember, rearrangement reactions are possible. Rearrangement reactions are possible in this method. Okay, so that is from alkenes and alcohols. See, in these two reactions, first this is the alkene taken. To this first H plus is added in this position, and we are getting what type of product first. Here this is a positive charge, and here this is becoming H plus is added to this place. So H plus is added to this carbon atom, so it becomes carbocation. Then this is the secondary carbocation formed. The secondary carbocation, the adjacent carbon, if you are taking, this carbon is bonded with three other carbon atoms. So this is a tertiary carbon. This is a tertiary carbon. Whenever there is a tertiary carbon available adjacently, then there is a chance for rearrangement. Here there is a hydrogen atom. One more hydrogen is present. That hydride shift occurs. Here this is rearranging onto this, and that rearrangement is called as hydride shift. 1, 2 hydride shift. And by the hydride shift, what happens? It is becoming hydrogen containing, and now positive charge is formed here. This is a tertiary carbocation, and this is more stable than this one, and so furtherly it reacts with alcohol alcohol and minus H plus occurs, followed by then the product formed is, okay, here the product formed is OCH3 I took, so here CH3, and here we are getting OCH3. That is the final product. Similarly, in this process, what happens? Here first H plus is added on this carbon atom, and then we are getting this type of carbocation. Again, this is a secondary carbocation, and this is a 3 comma 4 degree carbon atom. This is a 4-degree carbon, and so here it is undergoing to methyl shift. This is a methyl shift. By the methyl shift, this methyl group is shifting onto this carbon. So we are now having two methyl groups, and here two methyl groups, and next positive charge. And now on this CH3, OH is added and H plus is removed. Then we are getting here OCH3. Okay, that is the final product. So in the first one, hydride shift occur, and in the second one, methyl shift occur. Even if there is a ring expansion also, the ring expansion is possible. So from alkene and alcohol, carbocation intermediate formation is possible. So rearrangement reaction occurs. The next one is same from alkene and alcohol. It is AMDM. What is AMDM? AMDM means alkoxymercuration, alkoxymercuration and demercuration, alkoxymercuration and demercuration process. We already saw that OMDM. In alcohols preparation method, we gave the OMDM. OMDM means oxymercuration, demercuration. I just give briefly here. Suppose if you have CH3, CH double bond CH2, and here the reagent used for the oxymercuration, demercuration is HgOAc taken twice, bar THF, and H2O we are taking for the oxymercuration demercuration, and NaBH4 bar OH minus is used. This is OMDM. In this OMDM reaction, if you remember, then this is a Markovnikov addition reaction. No carbocation formation occur. No carbocation formation occurs. It is OMDM reaction and no carbocation reaction formation occur. What happens finally means addition of H2O. The addition of H2O molecule occurs on the double bonded carbon as per the Markovnikov addition rule. Markovnikov addition means OH minus negative part is added to less hydrogen containing carbon. So what is formed finally means CH3, CH, OH and CH3 as per the oxymercuration demercuration process. Please remember, it is oxymercuration demercuration. But what we are taking now, alkoxymercuration, not oxymercuration. So in the alkoxymercuration, what happens? A slight difference only. CH2, same reagent, HgOAc taken twice, bar THF, and instead of H2O, we are taking alcohol. So here H2O is taken, here alcohol is taken. In the alcohol, what is the negative part? RO minus, and the positive part is H plus. So, and demercuration is same, NaBH4, and here the furtherly OH minus in the presence of a strong base. This is called as AMDM, alkoxymercuration and demercuration. It is also same. It is also a Markovnikov addition reaction and no carbocation formation occur. Here also no carbocation formation. As like oxymercuration, here also no carbocation formation. And similarly, here negative part is added to less hydrogen as per Markovnikov. In this also Markovnikov, what is negative part? Alkoxy group. The alkoxy group is added to less hydrogen containing carbon. Means what is the final product we are getting? CH3CH, OR and CH3. Okay, so this is a alkoxymercuration and demercuration process. So please remember simply the main difference is instead of taking alcohol in water, we are taking alcohol. If water is taken, this is oxymercuration, demercuration only. We will get alcohols here. By taking water, alcohols are formed, but by taking alcohol here, we are getting ethers. That is oxymercuration and demercuration. Alkoxymercuration and demercuration gives ethers. Oxymercuration, demercuration gives alcohols. Okay, and in both the reactions, no carbocation formation occur. There is a no carbocation means no rearrangement reaction occurs. If you see this reaction, in this we are taking an unsymmetrical alkene which is having a tertiary butyl group adjacent to this double bonded carbon, and then first one is a reaction of alcohol and alkene. in acid catalyzed reaction. This is first type, acid catalyzed reaction, H2SO4, H plus and ethyl alcohol only taken. And this is called as what type of reaction? Alkoxymercuration demercuration reaction. Okay, and in this process, what is the first step, first type of products, and what is the second products or products here if you are taking this alkoxymercuration demercuration? We will see in the first type we said like here suppose what is the first compound formed means, for example if this is H plus is adding on this carbon, then we are getting a carbocation CH3 CH3 and CH3, and here it is CH plus and this is CH3. A secondary carbocation, adjacently a higher degree carbocation is present, so there is a methyl shift occurs. So here methyl shift occurs. By the methyl shift, here we are getting CH3C plus and here it is CH3 and it is giving CH and CH3 and CH3. Okay. Here it is not visible, I will write separately. Here we are getting CH3, C plus means this is shifted onto this carbon. So we are getting CH3 and now CH and methyl group we are getting newly. So it is CH3. This is the compound formed. And on this reaction, on this ethyl alcohol is undergoing reaction. Here by the ethyl alcohol reaction, what happens? Here by the ethyl alcohol reaction, what is the formed means C2H5OH. It is having C2H5O minus and H plus, and C2H5O minus first C2H5OH is added and one hydrogen is removed. Then finally what is formed means OC2H5 and CH3 and CH3 and CH3 plus H plus. That is the product formed, and this is by the rearrangement reaction by the methyl shift. By the methyl shift the reaction occurred. Whereas in this process if you are taking, what happens? Here there is no methyl shift. Directly we are getting Markovnikov of addition reaction only. No carbocation formation occur. No methyl shift or no phenyl, no rearrangement reaction. So no rearrangement reaction, no carbocation. Here also Markovnikov of addition, but here carbocation formation occur. Carbocation formed. Here carbocation formed. So rearrangement is possible here, but Markovnikov addition, no carbocation. Here no carbocation. And no carbocation, no rearrangement. So what is the product finally? Here CH3, CH3 and CH3 and CH, it is getting OC2H5 negative part and this is getting positive part of the reagent because C2H5O minus and H plus. So this is the product for this AMDM, and this is the final product for the acid catalyzed reaction of alcohol with alkene. Okay, so this is the difference between the products. Next one, from alcohol and diazomethane. Here ROH we are taking. Diazomethane means CH2N2. This reaction occurs in the presence of BF3 at high temperatures. Okay, and then it is forming ROCH3 plus N2. Means this CH2 group is introduced between the OH. Okay, and suppose if you are having CH3, CH2, OH plus CH2N2, and by the same reagent we will get CH3, CH2, O, CH3 plus N2. Okay, the diazomethane group is introduced between oxygen and hydrogen, and you will get the methyl group. And suppose even if you are having PHOH plus CH2N2, the same reaction conditions, it is giving PHOCH3 plus N2. This is methoxybenzene, or it is called as anisole. So this is a reaction of alcohol with diazomethane to give ethers. Next one, from lower halogenated ethers and Grignard reagent. Suppose ROCH2Cl is present. It is reacting with RMgCl. RMgCl means it is a Grignard reagent, alkyl magnesium halide chloride. It is a lower halogenated ether. And here, which is reacting, then the Cl group and MgCl is removed as MgCl2, and the remaining compound is ROCH2 R dash. An alkyl group is introduced, so the number of carbon atoms increases in that ether, that is a higher ether, higher degree ether. Higher degree means higher carbon atom containing ether. Okay, for example, you have CH3, CH2, CH3, sorry, CH2, O, CH2Cl, and this is CH3, MgCl. Then we are getting CH3, CH2, CH2, O, CH2, CH3 plus MgCl2. That is ethyl propyl ether is formed. So this is from lower halogenated ethers and Grignard reagent. So Grignard reagent reacts with lower halogenated ethers to give a higher ethers, higher number of carbon atoms containing ethers.